And the basic of taking football to those people, like Kano, for example, they have the best followership in Nigeria. They don't go when you're saying Arsenal is playing. They don't want to hear Arsenal. They don't want to hear Chelsea. What they want to hear is Pillars, is Eyimba, is FC Fayuba. And to us, that's where everybody should emulate. And that is the truth. So if we are looking at it, we are not looking at it because we want to deny Nigeria the privileges. Now we have to go out of our way in ensuring that they watch these games. Unlike some other games, like when we played against Senegal in France, we made sure we got everything right, even at a great loss to us, in ensuring that Nigerians watch this game and also critique the game. So to us, we have a game. We have a game against DRC. It's a big game. DRC is one of the top teams in Africa, and it's going to be played here in Nigeria. We had options.
Where?
We do not, at the moment, we do not, because we're looking at Abuja Stadium, and as I speak, Abuja Stadium is not ready.
It's not.
So we are looking at other options. It's not just saying...
And Lagos is in very good shape, but you won't come to Lagos. Lagos is in good shape. You just saw Lagos on TV there.
Lagos is
60,000 people.
Lagos is home to football. When I started watching football, here it was, of course, here in Lagos. You see, now that I'm so upset that I cannot go as NFF president, coming down that tunnel,
you will offend people. Leave it. You will offend people. Leave it that way. Because Kweku is sitting here.
I think to be fair to the NFF president, he always says it, and he tells us that his wish is for the Super Eagles to be playing in Lagos. The first one is out of our own purview because the facility, the National Stadium, is not yet ours. By the grace of God, we're still.
No, but if you had your own very good one, they will use it.
No, we have one coming up very soon that they are going to be able to use. The president knows that the Onikon Stadium, when it's completed, but unfortunately it will not be completed until next year. But going forward, I would rather not focus on technical issues in terms of the preparations of the Super Eagles, because I think that's more under the purview of the coach and the technical team. But my question or contribution would go more in terms of the logistics preparations of the team. And in that regard, honestly, I cannot fault what the NFF has done so far. So I would just want to say that in terms of the last lap, that's the Russian leg itself. I hope all those issues of the base camp, logistics, and all that have been done, because what they've done so far shows us that they have actually prepared the ground in terms of to remove every logistic disturbance or distraction that may occur. So I'm sure Mr. President will just let us know, because I know that they have gone that far as well. Not just the games, but to ensure that even while in Russia, the Eagles have the best of time.
And other Nigerians too.
Yeah, I can.
Like us, how do we enjoy
Yours is automatic.
Mr. President, you are saying it on national television.
I'm saying it. I'm the president of Nigeria by the power bestowed on me as the president.
Exactly.
Sheikh Digbami MON will be on our entourage to Russia.
Wow, that's a motion that will be moved. Thank you, President.
Beyond that, he's a legend, and he has contributed immensely to the development of this game.
Thank you.
You don't just ignore people like him. You don't just ignore people like Okala. You don't just. These are people that these are trailblazers. These are people that we must always celebrate. It's not easy. Look at those goals I scored. Look at those goals. Those goals, people can still learn from them today. It's not all about skill. It's about discipline on and off the field of play. So there are a lot that they can give. There are a lot that they can contribute. If you look at these young players, they look up to them. We didn't play football. My life, I struggled. But I said one way, I said, worry boy, I must be part of it.
Somehow.
I must be part of it.
Worry, they carry last.
And that is it. So the truth is, they must, if I'm not saying it, Adokie, you say, look at Chonogaun, look at the Beyond the Diarrhea. In fact, when we did our awards, I almost shed tears when I saw Okala walking up with his walking stick. That alone, that walking stick to me is a trophy. because these are guys that pay their dues. We must respect them. We must give them that dues. In fact, I'm saying it today now. I'm proposing to the NFF. We are coming out with a program what's called the NFF Foundation. We are creating a foundation whereby if we have sponsorship, certain amount of the sponsorship will be dedicated to that amount. So we don't want to hear that somebody like Owolo is sick, somebody like Patrick Sagene is sick, Wesley Roma. From there, we can take care of these people. These guys, listen, they did everything humanly, psychologically, and generally possible.
And we saw the crowds at the stadium.
Ensuring happiness for Nigerians.
Oh, yes.
When Nigerians are sad, listen, you cannot, if you are
Mr. President.
Listen, if you are president of Nigerian Football Federation, you will know the intensity in which people love or hate football.
Yeah.
I have been to a filling station. Some guy came to me and said, listen, you are doing very well. You don't need to pay for this fuel. I'll pay for you. I've also been in traffic. Somebody say, if you don't qualify for this World Cup, just pack your load, oh. Pack your load. I've seen
So you've seen the two ends.
So you should understand. And listen, that's why I don't begrudge anybody. Because the intensity is a reflection of the love. The immense love we have for football. And when the person is talking, you're not going to ask where he's from.
Yes.
It might even be an Ishekiri person like me. He doesn't care. At that point, it's Nigeria. And that's why we are taking football very seriously, because we know it's a major unifying factor. If you look at Kano Pillars, their captain is where? If you look at El Kanemi, their captain is a Christian. MFM, their captain is a Muslim. That is how salient football can be.
Mr. President, I want to ask a quick question.
No, don't ask yet until we come back from our break. We still have a whole half time, to go. So we'll go on this short break. When we come back, Lukman will be set to take us through his 5 minutes. If you are just joining us, this is the Sports Parliament, and we have our guest today, the President of the Nigeria Football Federation. But before we come back to him, Lukman is sitting and waiting. We couldn't watch him last week. So what is it going to be? Are we winning or losing this week?
Mr. Speaker.
Your 5 minutes.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. This weekend, we can tag this weekend the Derby weekend, because across 2 countries and 3 cities in Europe, we have 3 derbies. In the Premier League, at lunchtime kickoff, we have the Merseyside Derby, while later in the day, Manchester Derby could see Man City claim the Premier League title. Also in Europe, Bayern Munich can win their 6th consecutive league title too, and we have the little matter of the Madrid Derby, where Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid will be fighting for 2nd place behind Barcelona. Welcome to European football in 300 seconds. My name is Lukman Ogunwolu. Our focus matches are Saint Etienne PSG, Marseille Montpellier, Wolfsburg Bayern Munich, Borussia Dortmund Stuttgart, Roma Fiorentina, Benevento Juventus, Real Madrid Atletico Madrid, Real Betis Eibar, Everton Liverpool, and Manchester City Manchester United. We begin in France, Saint Etienne PSG. With the League Cup wrapped up for PSG, their focus has switched to the Ligue 1 title. They are within touching distance of winning the league title now, but they come against an informed Saint Etienne side who are unbeaten in their last 6 games. Saint Etienne are a very strong side at home and will definitely push PSG all the way. I'm going for a draw in this game, so I predict the scores to be 1-1. Marseille Montpellier. Marseille returned back to winning ways in Dijon last week. They need to keep their position on the log as they hold on to the final Champions League spot in France. Montpellier, on the other hand, have drawn 5 of their last 6 games, which shows that they are quite difficult to beat. However, when you compare the head-to-head between these 2 sides in their last 6 games, it has been 2 wins each, 2 draws, and 2 losses for either side. This shows that there's very little to separate between these sides, but at the Orange Velodrome, Marseille are very strong, so I'm backing them to nick this at home, 2-1. Moving over to Germany, Wolfsburg Bayern Munich. A win at Wolfsburg will see Bayern Munich win their 6th consecutive league title. Wolfsburg have won just one in their last 6 games, and I don't see them stopping the Bayern party or stopping them from winning the league title. 3-1 Bayern Munich. Borussia Dortmund Stuttgart. Dortmund need to react after their annihilation at Bayern last weekend. Stuttgart have all but secured their Bundesliga status for next season, and on the road they have been very poor this year. So I think that Dortmund should be comfortable at home and win 3-0. Moving over to Italy, Roma Fiorentina. Fiorentina have won 5 straight games on the bounce. I'm sure this is part of what they are using to honor their late captain, David Pastore. However, they are coming up against the Roma side who have been quite decent in the league at the moment. Though Roma lost in the Champions League midweek to Barcelona, and that means their campaign there is almost over, they certainly will have to focus back on qualifying for next season's Champions League. I think that they will be able to edge this at home 2-1.